When I got here, about somewhere between 2.5% and 3% of our undergraduate student body were made up of international students. Today, we're at about 8%. So it's been a fairly significant growth in the number and the percentage of international students at Case Western Reserve. And that's quite intentional. As a Tier 1 research university, it's pretty clear that when students graduate, they need to understand how the world operates, and they're going to be going into a world that it's not maybe so different from the world you grew up in, but it's quite different from the world I grew up in. I give the example all the time of my kids who have done all sorts of actually interesting things, and my older daughter went to a Spanish immersion camp in Minnesota several summers ago, and there were kids from all over the world at this camp, France, Japan, etc. After she got back, one night I was going up the stairs and I hear her talking, in her room, and I knocked on the door and said, "Tamar, what are you doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm Skyping." I said, "Oh, with whom?" And she said, "Oh, well, with my friend in Tokyo." So I leaned down, and there was this kid in Tokyo that she was talking to, and for her generation and the generation of students that that are here, this is normal. And so by having a larger group of international students on campus, to begin to understand on a face-to-face way, both in the classroom and in late night discussions over pizza or Chinese food or Indian food or whatever. These are the kind of experiences that at the end of 4 years, certainly for our undergraduate students, they're able to come out and understand that there are different cultures and that people have different backgrounds and that they need to act differently.